Alright, AKAPADers, here we go. You've been waiting for a little bit of this. Todd McFarlane, Cartoonist Kayfabe, and the two boys simping for their cosmic idol.
To the top of the mountain and did 300 issue, and then he just said, enough, I'm done. Okay, cool. It's not, I don't think, and Dave wasn't thinking in the same terms I was. He just wanted to do this comic book.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think it, in all honesty, I didn't even think about the record until maybe 6 months before the book came out. Right?
Here we go. Welcome back and cheers. Good morning to all of you, my AKAPADers. We're dealing with an inventory episode. This topic, this idea, it just came to me because I've been working on some Todd McFarlane videos, and then you guys know what those are. Those are this way, back in the feed. Peter A. DeLuca here, AKAPAD69, and stay with me. Known through Philadelphia, PA, and the multiverse as the Eclectic One. Welcome to my production room. This is where I produce. This is also where we just love and worship Tom Brady. But anyway, let me get some of this. All right, so I've just been on this deep dive with Todd McFarlane. Combing interviews, taking clips, and just like building this general idea that his creation myth, the 700 submissions, 300 or 350 rejection letters in a time frame of 4 years or a year and a half, it's just malarkey. It's done Hungary. That's the word I just made up. But anyway, it's too much. It doesn't make any sense. But I do understand how something like that can catch fire. And it kind of got me thinking, if this is Todd McFarlane's mindset, right? What else has he like pumped up? What other stock in his story has he pumped up? And lo and behold, I'm going through Cartoonist Kayfabe. Those guys, they are Ed Piskor, the creepiest guy in comics. Jim Rugg, the luckiest guy in comics. They're talking to Todd McFarlane, and just the video title alone, like Todd McFarlane holds court, as if he's royalty, as if we need to get on our knee to talk to him, as if talking to him is a big deal. Now, this is also during a run in the round where Todd McFarlane literally, his PR team went out to nearly every single YouTuber, period, to do an interview, high and low. And during like the tail end of this Spawn 300 promo, he ends up at Cartoonist Kayfabe, lucky us. And the Cartoonist Kayfakers, well, number one, during this interview, they pretty much ask him about 3 or 4 questions. The interview is over 1 hour. That shows you how long-winded some of Todd McFarlane's answers are. And a lot of the time, and he kind of did this too with Tim Ferriss, where he doesn't exactly answer the question. He just goes into this story and he goes on and on, but it's also a Cartoonist Kayfabe interview style. They just want to, like, it's almost like what they want, and we can do it. What Cartoonist Kayfabe wants, they want this, and they want their little thumbnail here, and that is it, because they're just staring at their interviewer. They did this with Chris Claremont. They've done it with Rob Liefeld multiple times. But let me just, we're going to play the clip that's bothering me.
Dealing with like some weird alien here, and I don't know why, but I just am what I am. So.
Todd, I have a specific question about the Guinness Book of World Records, the world record that you have, and it has to do. You beat Dave Sims Cerebus cartoonist, man, who did 300 issues of Cerebus, and if he wanted to, he could have been sitting on a Guinness book. He could have been sitting on a Guinness World Record for about 20 years almost, man. But he didn't think to do that. But you did. You thought to. I don't know what's the process, man. You had to call them or something.
To the top of the mountain and did 300 issue, and then he just said, enough, I'm done. Okay, cool. It's not. I don't think. And Dave wasn't thinking in the same terms I was. He just wanted to do this comic book.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think it. In all honesty, I didn't even think about the record until maybe 6 months before the book came out. Right.
Yeah. So Ed Piskor, in some of these videos, he's already made comments that Todd McFarlane's 300 Spawn run, 300 issues, 301 to break the record, isn't quite all Todd. It's not quite the same. It's even on Ed Piskor's own vision, his own view of the Todd McFarlane Spawn Guinness Book of World Record, it's not real. It's not genuine. It's not what a comic book creator would consider, because what we have to measure it against, it's really Dave Sims Cerebus 0 or 1 through 300, one of the greatest comic runs of all time. And there's Dave Sims is in every single page, every single panel of those 300 issues. He's not collaborating with too many people. And Todd McFarlane, given his name's on the credits, it's not exactly the same. It's not 1-to-1. And Todd McFarlane has done nothing now through his PR team, and it did work because during this and during his Spawn crowdfunder, which got like the 1 million during COVID, it put Spawn back on the map. And this is also during a very big decline of the American comic book sales, and just the overall enthusiasm people have going into comic shops. Spawn was able to kind of get involved with comic books again as a sales level. But it's just shocking to me, though, like that even the current state of Spawn, even though some of these PR moves did work by Todd McFarlane, how do you have like one view on a stretch of videos, but then you sit down with the individual and you don't ask them the question, is this for real? Like, do you feel this is a real record? And they just let Todd McFarlane steamroll them because the Cartoonist Kayfakers, they just want to be liked, they just want to be noticed, and in some weird way, without having the talent, the creations, the sales, the credibility, and we just have to say it again, the talent, of their idols, which would be the Image 7. They came up during the Image era. As much as they like to bash the Image era books, we saw that with Witchblade. It's shocking to me that they don't press this question, that they don't, attack it. You guys know, if I'm talking to Todd McFarlane, you guys know the first question, and then this will be question number 2. And I don't understand what their true positioning is. Like, I guess they do want to be gatekeepers. They do want the algorithm to favor their videos when people search, and they're desperate. Like, it just screams wimpiness. It really does. And we don't play that. People, we have to be better when it comes to talking to those who we look up to, and it's okay to challenge those individuals. I mean, I'm challenged in the comments with every single one of these drops. I do my very best to be nice and defend myself, but I do welcome the ideas and the interaction. I just feel like on that note, without Todd being pressed, he would honor and respect that. He would answer that question. I really don't feel like Todd would back away from that question too much, because there is a real difference between Dave Sims Cerebus 300 and Todd McFarlane's Spawn 300, where Todd essentially has an engine, he has a company humming around Spawn, and he's working with fellow co-plotters. He's even the Eric Larson issues with. We see more Larson than Todd in those, but he's working with co-plotters, multiple inkers, multiple colorists, multiple pencilers, multiple creative teams that come on board with ideas. It's not even close to Cerebus 1 to 300. I just don't buy it, never did. And at one time I thought Cartoonist Kayfabe didn't buy it either, but I guess they will simp if they're sitting down with the Todd father.